Hiya, and welcome back to Eden's Reach, the game that teaches us that the best person for security is a husky with only a cute face to his name. Hiya. Anyways, let's just hop right in. Oswald and I follow the raccoon onto the hallway, his figure disappearing off into the staircase. I quickly try to pick up the pace, but Oswald lags behind, having no intention of keeping up with me or Benji. I constantly alternate between taking a few steps ahead and then waiting for the wolf to keep up with me, his gaze mostly directed at the floor. If his tone hadn't given it away by now, his averted gaze definitely sells the idea. Of course, this mission is just around the corner, but still. This is a large disconnect, something that feels unnatural in a sense. I hesitate to bring it up to Oswald. With all the signs I've been getting, whatever's bothering him is going to be too disruptive to bring up now. Right now. Maybe later. I quickly go up to the steps towards the exit, my partner's steps echoing loudly behind me. As I reach the first signs of light, I quickly see Benji fiddling around outside the car. Ah, you're here. I give him a casual wave in response. Hey, Adrian, I'd like you to meet someone. Oh? Who would that be? He chuckles as he wraps his arm around my shoulder. He ushers me to the driver's seat of the car, rolling down the window. Suddenly, an electrical buzzing comes from the inside of the car. Greetings, Sir Adrian. Charmed to make your acquaintance. I didn't expect this. Benji's car has an AI in it. So, artificial intelligence in a car. I am much more than some measly AI, my good sir. I would highly suggest you rectify such notions in your head before you enter my premises. Oh! A surprisingly sassy one! I wonder why you picked this AI, Benji. The raccoon giggles as he steps into the driver's seat. This is Corvus Adrian. He's got the power of the latest GPS and maneuverability at his arsenal without all the boring, straight-laced bullcrap of conventional AI. Without the legal limitations as well, might I add. Oh, well, that's reassuring. I almost forgot that what we're about to do is illegal in every sense of the word. At least this is a good reminder of where we stand. It's definitely jarring that I have to worry about being caught as a wanted criminal. Is it maybe too late to turn back? My thought process gets cut off as the doors to the front seat of the car open up with Benji on the wheel. He ushers me inside with a quick waving motion which places me back in the reality of the situation. Even if there was any way I could turn back from all this, a part of me won't let what happened to my life to anyone else. If Eden Core decided that I was out of line for fighting for the people I care about, like Dylan, then I'd gladly do it again. I have little to no doubts now. Stepping into the car, I'm quickly readied up with a seatbelt coupled with Corvus's engines whirring. Benji places his hand on my shoulder as he starts backing out of the bar's garage. Light quickly comes from behind us from the sunset, an orange hue filling the back seats, a bit peeking through Oswald's large frame. This is it. The very first mission. The mission that starts the battle of my life. Benji presses a button near the car's wheel, its systems activating all at once. Hard light panels just above our heads as well as neon lines on the sides and corners light up. Oh, hiya. Facial recognition. Benjamin Corvus. Running GA reconfirmation algorithm. The AI's voice was near perfect in mimicking an actual person, save for the few imperfections in cyberized tonality. Hiya. Driver module confirmed. Preferred settings activated. Running passenger identification procedure. The panel on the middle lights up. An electrical beeps in quick succession signaling procedures starting and finishing in the blink of an eye. Current passengers' identities confirmed. Oswald Aloysius and Adrian Bayani. Hiya. I pay the AI little to no mind, as it just so happens to invade my personal information. After all, I've been getting my fair share of that over the past week or so. Are we in a Hot Wheels? I look outside the window to my right instead, seeing Benji slowly drive out of the driveway and onto the road. Into the road. Alright, hope you guys had your bathroom breaks because this is a one-way trip until we get the job done. Benji steps on the pedal harder, accelerating the car. I take a deep breath, letting myself get comfortable for how long this ride's going to take. As a raccoon driver turns around the block, I take a glance at Oswald in the back seat. His eyes are closed, and by the looks of it, he's anything but worried. Quite the opposite, actually. He's eerily relaxed, almost like he's dozing off. A deafening silence fills the car, underlined only by the muffled hum of the engine. Hey, Benji? Yeah, bud. He doesn't break eye contact from the road. I point timidly toward the radio between us. Oh, right. Forgot that you were one of those musically inclined folk. He turns it on before letting me choose the music. All yours, DJ. I quickly take my phone and scan it on the radio. Corvus recognizes my playlist, cueing it onto the systems as the back of the car lights up. Sound system enabled. Current playlist. Chill Lo-Fi Beats to Save the World to by Adrian. Oh wait, sorry, I forgot to do the voice. Sound systems enabled. Current playlist. Chill Lo-Fi Beats to Save the World to by Adrian. I quickly get flustered as the robotic voice says the name of the playlist, the raccoon chuckling in response. Real smooth, hotshot. Tunes ain't got a bad start either. I nod at him before looking out of the window beside me, watching the car move towards the main road, Sora Boulevard, which means only one thing. We're in Midtown now. The road from here on out is pretty straight from what I remember, though the skyway to Uptown isn't. I never really had a reason to go there, seeing as it was a hub for celebrities and other rich people who want a gated community. I've certainly never felt an ounce of belonging there, but that never really bothered me. Well, up until now, that is. Oh, he listens to Future Bass. He listens to Future Bass. Except this is lo-fi. I will say this though, I have beef with Future Bass. The EDM genre, I have beef with it. This is pretty good music, Adrian. You make it yourself? Yeah, I did. This was music that I just recycled for an old college project. It's not my best work if I'm being honest. You kidding? If you need a more objective skill, you got old Grumpy Pants behind us lightening up a bit. I look behind us to see Oswald's expression indeed softening, like he was in a daze. Mind you, the sound system's closer to him too. You're pretty talented though, all things considered. Like, okay. Future Bass. It is an extremely common form of EDM, I believe. Like, hang on. Let me pull this up. I have beef with Future Bass because I could never figure it out. I could never, for the life of me, figure out Future Bass. Okay, this is according to Wikipedia. Future Bass is a style of electronic dance music which developed in the 2010s that mixes elements of dubstep and trap with warmer, less abrasive rhythms. The genre was pioneered by producers such as Rusty, Hudson Mohawk, Lido, Son Holo, and Cashmere Cat. And it was popularized in the mid to late 2010s by artists such as Flume, Martin Garrix, Illenium, Louis the Child, and Muramasa. 2016 was seen as the breakout year for that genre. I do not like Future Bass. To me, it just sounds kind of basic. Unless you just make house music anymore. Things considered. My mood lights up from Benji's compliment. Thanks. That means a lot, you know. Yeah, it is. It's kind of like a hybrid of sorts. Don't mention it. Out of everything I thought I'd lose, sharing my music was the most painful thing to lose from my old life. Sound just like dubstep. Guess. I'm glad that, in some semblance or another, I get to keep doing it, even if it's for a smaller audience. I see the sun getting ready to set to that amazing golden hour experience. A wave of nostalgia hits me, As if seeing it after so many months of living in the city hasn't made me appreciate it any less than I have the first time I saw it. Just as I eagerly stare at the sun from the tinted window, the car quickly rises onto the skyway, slightly obscuring it as lampposts and fences get in the way. I sigh as we enter into a tunnel, small bulbs of light guiding the way to the road. We were just two lovers, sitting in the car, listening to Blonde, falling for each other. Pink and orange skies, something eyes, falling for each other. Missed call from my mother. Like, where you at tonight? Got no alibi. I was all alone with the love of my life. She's got glitter for skin, my radiant babe in the night. I don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Oh, don't need no light to see you shine. It's your golden hour. Oh, I fucking love Golden Hour. I fucking love that song. Okay, so fun fact. I keep getting distracted, but this is a fun fact. At my school, I'm involved in the choir. I'm involved in the school choir. I'm in the bass section. So typically I'm singing low notes. Like ho. I'm typically hitting the lower notes. Well, the director, she has the basses. I swear to God, the past few songs, I haven't been singing a bass. I've been singing in a tenor. And it hurt. Like, I was hitting very high notes for me. Like, I was struggling to hit them. And it got to the point, combined with me getting sick, that my vocal cords were basically obliterated. My vocal cords were non-existent, basically. Like, I was just over here like, like, I could barely talk. That's how fucked up my voice was. I'm sure you remember that, where I had to take 3 days just to let my voice recover. I had to take 3 days just for my vocal cords to recover from the strain on it. Like, I was skipping class. I was skipping choir class just to let my voice recover. And it has recovered. Like, I was just over here just like, I should add to the little, I just had an idea. I just had a fucking idea. Okay, so hear me out. I'm turning on display capture. Because I'm going to do a thing real quick on screen. Okay, so, it's not settings. It's, not settings. It's viewer rewards, channel points, manage rewards and challenges, custom rewards. I'm going to add new custom reward. The viewer has to enter text. Sing a little song. I will sing a little snippet of a song. And it is going to be 750 eggs. It is 750 eggs. Alright. Back to the visual novel. We will never finish this build. I sigh as we enter into a tunnel, small bulbs of light guiding the way to the road. Oh, I sang Golden Hour. While Benji's headlights lit up a few meters in front of us, for the most part it was mostly darkness. The faint rumbling of the wheels across the asphalt road echo into my ears, lulling me into a short, drowsy feeling, urging me to close my eyes. Funny thing, I am a theater kid. Well, I'm more like a theater college student, except I'm not... My little pony, what is friendship all about? My little pony, friendship is magic. My little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be, my little pony, until you shared this magic with me. Alright, there you go. Why do you think I made it 750 eggs?
Emotional damage.
The faint rumbling of the wheels across the asphalt road echo into my ears, lulling me into a short drowsy feeling, urging me to close my eyes. Okay, I was thinking about doing like a little concert stream, except it would be more like a DJ thing and not singing. I am not confident in my singing, kind of. As I do so, the sounds around me phase out, save for the music playing. I slowly imagine myself floating on the beach, just letting my worries wash away with the waves. The distant sea echoes with the music, making my body feel lighter. I imagine the cool breeze that comes with the crashing waves. I never did make the most out of the beach of Bayline City, huh? Just letting nature envelop me with my own personal touch of music. I don't know. Yeah. A glimmer of light pierces my blackened vision. I gradually come to from my daydreaming as the light at the end of the tunnel gleams and blinds the next exit point. Its orange hue clear to see. Yeah, maybe. We pass through the exit, and a most magnificent sight greets us. Okay, that is beautiful. Yeah, there's a Theta Discord. It's one of my, links. I've never seen Bayline City from here. The sun sets exactly in its golden position, almost making the city look like it's made of gold. The waves' ebb and flow is clear in view from here, and the rustling of the bushes and trees by the cliffside make for a home. My home. What do you think, hotshot? Take the sunset in. You'll be fighting for it soon enough. That's right. I am fighting for the sunset, for the calming breeze and the rolling waves. This place is my home. The home that I thought I lost. Now it's the home I'll fight to protect. It doesn't take long for us to pass the arch welcoming us to Uptown. This district's notoriously closed off to the rest of the populace, since a lot of celebrities and businessmen are known to hang around or just straight up live here. Okay, the link is in my links in my bio of Twitch, and you can join it. It's open to everyone, basically. Just straight up live here. That doesn't stop the paparazzi's drones, though, as a swarm of them zoom past us towards where I can assume is the building with the spotlights lighting up the growing night sky. It's already started. We'll be right on time. Benji opens up his headlights as the night grows, though the street lights were in no short supply on the road to Uptown. A bit more of a drive goes on before the building comes into view, but we don't need to get any closer to see how fancy it looks on the outside. These Richies love to reflect themselves in everything around them, huh? Benji mumbles under his breath as a scowl forms on his face, his hands tensing on the wheel. Wait. You posted something on chat? Let me check. A VC? What do you... Let me check that. Benji mumbles under his breath as a scowl forms on his face, his hands tensing on the wheel. Glittery and perfect on the outside, but absolutely shitty on the inside. I stay silent as the music dies down. The mood's definitely gone down with it. I guess this is just what's bound to happen, considering what we're about to do. As we start to see the infrastructure mixing with the local greenery, Oswald begins fiddling with his glowing tattoo, breaking the hard light illusion which melds with his rolled back sleeve. I guess I need to get ready too. I do have to keep a lookout for Benji and Oswald after all. Mind if I do a comms check, Benji? The raccoon gives me a thumbs up before I activate the interface. It quickly scans for Benji and Oswald's phones connecting the 3 devices. Oh, okay. Neuralink established. Well, time to see if this works. Test. Hear you loud and clear, hotshot. Pretty wacky tech. Fine on my end. Their voices echo in my head, but it's otherwise pretty clear. That's pretty trippy. Benji's ears twitch, likely because of the sound check. He sighs in annoyance. You tell me. I still feel it ringing. I cringe at the thought of having feedback in your own head. I've had my fair share of feedback as a DJ, and it's never pretty, even after a few dozen times. It'll wear off, I guess? Real assuring. We eventually reach the roundabout near the structure, its golden aura emanating from the marble that it was built from. Hiya. Benji turns to the empty lot behind the building. As this section of the venue was designated to staff, the attendees for the charity party would have no reason to be here. We're quick to find an empty space, getting the car into a nice, snug position before Benji turns the engine off. Gotta unload some stuff, Adrian. Come help. I nod as we both get out of the car. As I turn around, Oswald stands in front of me. His eyes, rather blank, point to the ground. Oswald, something wrong? He takes a moment for my voice to register, yet his expression barely changes, with just a smidge of surprise from him. Sorry, I'll help with the gear. He quickly turns to Benji, lifting the door of the car's trunk as the raccoon meticulously takes all of the equipment out. I guess that means I'm not needed there anymore. I take a bit to look at the parking lot as the two get ready. All of my stuff is either already on me or in my pockets, so there shouldn't be anything for me in the trunk. It's surprisingly a lot dimmer at the back than what the front of the building would imply. And not to mention the lack of any people. Quite convenient to hide unwanted things, or unwanted people. Adrian. Benji's voice catches my attention, and I quickly jog back to the two as Oswald closes the trunk with an audible thump. Alright, Ray told me that there's no back door, so we're just going to waltz in through the main entrance. Won't we stand out if we go in that way? We'll be standing out either way. Besides, there's some stairs to the side for staff to come in unnoticed. Chances are we'll get in without a hitch. Hiya. Okay. Well, I can't deny the advice of the chief in the group. We walk towards the side of the venue, up a handicap ramp that leads to the staff entrance. Benji leads the way as he swipes a keycard, probably counterfeit, to unlock the door, ushering us in before closing it behind us. Hiya. Is this the fucking Met Gala? Are we going to see Kim Kardashian? Are we going to see Kim Kardashian? Is Kim Kardashian going to waltz in? Is Lil Nas X going to waltz around? Are we going to see the furry version of Kim Kardashian and Lil Nas X just like going around, doing their own thing? Is Billie Eilish secretly wiggling around being a bad guy? Are we going to see Kanye West? Wait, is he still controversial? Kardashians? Nah, the Furdashians. We're going to see Chris Fennick. We're going to see Chris Fennick, Kim Furdashian. I just felt my back crack a little. As soon as we set foot in the venue, it was clear to me that I am out of my element here. It's all gaudy, clearly compensating for how crass people can be in these functions. Money can make people beautiful, but it can't make rotten things fresh. Worst of all, pretty much all of the truth lies in what material they used for building this place, leaving little to nothing for these people. Always so fake. Without any of the heart, it's completely against how I approach people as a DJ. Oswald eyes the second floor where most of the well-dressed folk were headed. He taps Benji on the shoulder, signaling the supposed location of the party. He nods as he whispers something to the wolf, with me lagging behind the two. After their exchange, they pick up the pace, making me follow suit. Benji suddenly slows down, though, his pace matching mine. He looks me straight in the eyes as he discreetly hands me a fake ID for the staff here. I quickly pin it to my jacket, but before I can pay attention to walking again, my foot suddenly stops at the first set of the stairs, nearly making me trip. A grip stops my descent, however. Benji's grip. Okay. The thief's deft hands quickly picking me back up and brushing me off. I give him a nod, but we're interrupted by Benji's attention shifting to the people behind us, with less than pleasant expressions on their faces. They weren't just eyeing us, no, they weren't interested in my blunder at all. They instead seemed to be completely focused on Benji, quickly talking amongst themselves after observing every square inch of him before going up the stairs. I look to his direction, and his expression's not one I've seen from him before. He's covering it up, but I can see that he's dejected, disheartened. Benji, are you... We're lagging behind. Oswald's already on the second floor. Benji quickly fixes himself up before practically sprinting up the stairs towards the wolf. I hastily follow suit, the view of this charity event rapidly becoming clear as day for me. Ew! Glittery dresses and sparkling drinks, endless chatter mixing into a cacophony of mindless complaints and gossip. Slow, classy, yet aged music. These set the tone that socialites are known for. It always felt so foreign yet so familiar. How many parties have I been to that are exactly like this? Oswald disappeared among the crowds of entrepreneurs, investors, and people with money to wave around. That leaves me with Benji, whose mood has only worsened the deeper we go. His ears start twitching and leaning in certain places, as if he's listening to all the garbage these people are spewing. I guess it's worth a shot to take a listen. How repulsive. Be careful, darling. It might bump into you. Who let him in? The voices accompanying glares, all darting towards Benji. A noticeable gap formed around him, his body visibly becoming more and more tense. His shoulders twisting inwards as his hands shook in his own restraint. Then a large, haughty voice pierces through all the whispers of the guests, catching mine and Benji's attention. A raccoon? How nostalgic! I used to own one of those little buggers. Time for a revolution! Eat the rich! Gave us quite a sight with his performances on the rink. Glad that there were some good gems amongst the rough. Benji's growling, low but audible under his breath, and he suddenly starts to turn around as I shift my focus back on him. In that split second, I saw for the very first time his pure, unveiling anger. Glimpses of it came up with Ellie, but it's as if he's lost his composure in that single moment. As if he's lost any sense of reason, his level-headedness replaced with the desire for the noise to stop, to make it stop. In that split second, I anchor myself in place, stopping his advance to a screeching halt. Benji. 1,000 words float in my head, and yet that's the only thing I could say. The only thing I can say, this isn't Benji. I can feel it. There's a part of him that these people thrust onto him. Stifled anger created by the weight of the past. That's what it was. All I can wish for is that he can come to his senses before he hurts himself in his anger. Okay. He looks at me before reassessing his surroundings, wide-eyed. He clears his throat, his eyes turning glassy-eyed before he recomposes himself. I'm fine. Come on. We need to find Oz. He turns back towards the stage, but in that same motion he grasps my hand firmly, yet discreetly. His grasp, he's still trembling. Whether it's from some lingering anger or something else, I can't tell anymore from his steeled expression. Deep down, though, I can understand what he's telling me. I need you right now to keep me calm. And so we kept walking. The people didn't stop talking about Benji, but as long as I hold his hand, he won't lose control anymore. He needed me, and that feeling, it's something else. Something foreign yet familiar at the same time. Benji and I quickly stride through the crowd, hand in hand, as Oswald's tall figure comes into view. He's standing an awkward distance to the side of the stage, where a bar is set up, connected to said stage. A bartender is making small talk with the wolf, and the raccoon's ears perk up. Finally. The bartender was a bull. His face a bit familiar, though I can't quite place it on my own. His name should be Ray, Benji's contact that he told us in our briefing. I follow Benji's lead as the raccoon ushers me to the other side of the bar, sitting on one of the booths. What'll you two fine gents be having? We'll be having your finest bottle of Shimmering Atlas, my friend. Shimmering Atlas, quite an obscure blend. A connoisseur? Just a casual partaker. Ray glances my way, locking eyes with me as he does so. And forgive my fellow staff here for inconveniencing you. He was running late, and he must have gotten lost on the way. It's no bother at all. Now, the Shimmering Atlas. Right away, sir. We don't have them at our reserve, however. We have them at the back, though. If you and your friend would like to accompany me to them, that would be best. Come, my friend. He signals Oswald to follow, the wolf half-heartedly following as he gazes at me. He gives me a stern look followed by a nod. I respond likewise, the three disappearing into a door close to the bar. Suddenly, Benji's voice echoes through my mind, muting out the mindless chatter around me. Alright, I got Ray on the line. Found a possible escape route for us to use when we get out. Ray made sure to clear us a path for tonight. It's the one place with a blind spot from the surveillance points. Benji's right. Got y'all an easy out, little resistance. Especially when you guys stir up some trouble. Good. Account for anything. Adrian, you copy? Yes! What is it, Ray? I will be sending these folks their merry way. Heading to you now. So you get your ass on the sound panel. Got it? Right. I quickly make my way to said sound panel next to the bar, getting familiar with the equipment and my routine checks. Despite everything, at least this stays consistent with my job description. Adjusting sound levels, getting a feel for the acoustics. Surprisingly archaic tech for what I expected Uptown to have. Midtown's got better specs than this. Hell, I had better specs than this. Suddenly, someone taps on my shoulder. Hey, puppy. Chill, my guy. Just me. Oh! Ray, was it? Yep, and you're Adrian, right? I chuckle nervously, despite him looking rather friendly. I was never good at talking to strangers, especially if I was alone with them. Yeah, how do you know who I am? I mean, I guess you wouldn't recognize me, but I saw your performance at the club. You're amazing out there. It's no wonder you're also part of Oz and Benji's group. That's not what happened, but I clear my throat as it closes up, cutting me off. Just don't startle me when I'm focused, okay? I need it to keep me going on the soundboard. Ray takes a moment to process it until it hits him. He smacks his forehead before backing away back to his bar. Oh, right, sorry. He rummages under the bar before looking back at me. His expression shifts, however, his eyes darting to me and something or someone behind me. Shit, the white lions. What? His mouth points behind me, and I turn around to see a group of lions, all in rather dapper clothing, yet quite clearly armed. Shit, I knew they'd be here, but not this many. I shake my head in confusion. Excuse me, who are they now? The White Lions Crusade. A private task force Eden Corps employs, and, well, they mean business. Well, that complicates things for us. I activate my communicator, phoning in with Benji and Oswald. Guys, the White Lions Crusade is here, with more personnel on guard. Got it, Hotshot. Keep us posted on the situation. Right. After dropping the call, I start scrolling through the system's available tracks. Nearly all of them are classic jazz or just straight-up classical tracks. No variety with it either. A lot of these would sound the same enough that people can ignore it, as if it doesn't exist at all. I mean, I guess I can pick this one. It's just another piano track with different chord progressions. Psst, Adrian. Yeah, Ray? A line's coming this way. I look at the direction of the White Lions, and indeed there is. He was rather lax and looked pretty bored, but he was otherwise coming up to us intentionally. Ugh, what a pain in the ass, this event. Ray has visible sweat beads forming as he clears his throat, recomposing himself. Hello, sir. Oh, what up? I want to do that hairstyle so bad right now. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna twin with him. My side cut will be angry, though, because it's fucking Velcro right now. Let me just do this. Alrighty, get my hair like that, and there we go. I am now twinning with this motherfucker. I'm turning on the video camera. I am now twinning with him. Oh, what up? The lion looks back to the direction he came from before taking a seat in a booth. Mind if I sit? Not at all, sir. He blows his mane upwards, getting quite comfortable leaning on the bar. Thanks. Oh, okay. That is a Lyle! That's a Lyle right there! Thanks, I swear, if I had to hear those two crusty old geezers talk about getting a pedicure one more time, I was gonna tear my fur out. Oh. Who are they, might I ask? The lion clicks his tongue towards two middle-aged women with champagne glasses, laughing at some discussion they're having. Oh, well, I'm glad to have assisted you, sir. He turns around as he blows a raspberry. What's with all this sir bullshit? Just call me Diego, man. You're gonna make me feel old. Whatever you say, Diego. Ray tries his best to form a smile, but it's clear that he's still irked by Diego's presence. To be honest, even I'm a bit wary of him being here with us. Yikes, you okay there, bud? You look like you're about to keel over. Nothing at all, just been intimidated. Ray does a wide motion with his hands. The lion blinks, trailing the bull's gaze towards his bicep. The visible muscle tensed from Diego leaning on the bar. Oh, eyes up here, bull. Just 'cause all I'm wearing is a vest doesn't mean you get free pickings. I wasn't... The lion lets out a hearty laugh, loud enough to catch the attention of the people nearby. Could have fooled me! Better point that muzzle of yours to a less obvious direction, then. Diego turns as he completely leans his whole weight onto the bar. He spots two young women passing by the bar, clicking his tongue as he flirtatiously growls at them. The women giggling to themselves in turn. Sable, you know where a guy can schmooze up to some folks to get to those ladies? Yeah, those two over there. They're mothers. He points towards the two middle-aged women they were talking about earlier, much to Diego's chagrin. Right. No dice. Ooh, I hate him. As Diego mourns his lost opportunities with the ladies, the song I was playing on the system ends. As the next track plays, I start to readjust the equalization, slowly raising and lowering the knobs to get the perfect setting. As soon as I get it just right, however, a hand suddenly slams onto the table the sound panels were on, throwing my adjustment off. Hey, what the... It's Diego. His hand was keeping me from talking to him directly. Wait, don't talk yet. No hints. His other hand was smacking his forehead as if he was thinking something. He's certainly animated. Alright, got it. Lo-fi. Synthwave EDM. I'm sorry, what? Music genres. Just kinda guessing, based on your whole look and vibe. I chuckle nervously as he scratches. He's a lion, yes, but he's actually pretty friendly. I'm sure he'd change his tune if he found out why I was really here, though. My mind starts to wander to the thought of having to fight Diego. He's not malicious or some mustache-twirling villain as the name White Lions Crusade makes its members out to be. I just can't forget that if the situation goes wrong. What am I supposed to do? Snapping of fingers in front of my face brings me back to reality. Hey, you're spacing out. What? Sorry. I quickly realized what he was talking about, snapping back to reality. Lo-fi synth country. Yes! 2 out of 3, baby. Better than my last try. The lion pumps his fists into victory. Even though he didn't get all of it right, he extends his hand to the side of my sound panels, and I'm left there stunned. I'm Diego, but you probably already know that. I hesitate to shake his hand, even more so to reveal my name. Instead, I do an awkward attempt at a handshake, shaking it once and letting go immediately. Yep, Ro's definitely going to eat his words now. I knew I can mingle with the folks round these parties. As the lion celebrates to himself, someone else comes closing in onto the stage. A fennec, based in long ears and yellowish fur. Though despite walking towards us, he wasn't getting any much taller than Diego, nor Ray for that matter. Heck, getting a closer look at him, I think I'm taller than him. The way he carries himself, though, is definitely spelling out sophisticated or out of your league. Evening, gentlemen. I was made aware of a commotion coming from the stage area. Suppose I need not investigate for too long, though. Diego turns to the fennec, but the latter's already eyeing the former from head to toe. You do understand that you are in an Eating Course charity ball, correct? In case you're kind of still uninformed, we have strict decorum and conduct within these halls. Diego clicks his tongue in annoyance. What's that supposed to mean? The fennec scoffs in reply. To be blind to the debased manner in which you carry yourself is beyond me, though I'd expect no less from a lion. The lion, his tone lingers and sours upon the mention of the word lion, which ticks Diego off. Who the hell do you think you are? His assailant is unfazed, chuckling under his covered muzzle. There's that defensive nature with a broken pride. It blinds you to the fact of the matter, a truth that your naturally underdeveloped brain can comprehend. The hell you say to me? Diego squares up against the fennec, unflinching as he closes his eyes and shakes his head. Diego, that's enough. The voice was a low, commanding echo coming from the direction of the White Lions. Another, much more imposing line comes in between the two, pulling Diego back from the fennec. What the hell, Ro? I just gotta... The Order Lion growls at Diego, immediately silencing his protests. With a quick exhale, his expression softens, facing back towards the fennec. Forgive my staff for this disruptive behavior, Sir Vayu. We did not mean to cause trouble to you or your esteemed guests. The fennec, Vayu, smiles softly to the older lion. I expected more from you, Roland. I had assumed you told all of your guards, however unnecessary they may be, about who's keeping them afloat here. I have done that to the best of my ability, but I cannot control the actions of all my lions, sir. Vayu clicks his tongue, shaking his head once more. I didn't ask for your excuses, after all. Decorations don't complain to their owners. This could have been an uneventful night for you people if you kept them in line better. Hi, Batch. Diego growls under his breath, but Roland grips him tight on the shoulder. This amuses the fennec, his smile turning into a grin. Enjoy the champagne, Roland. I, however, have a ball to host. Vayu turns his back on the two lions, disappearing into a crowd that quickly surrounds him. As soon as he disappears, Diego pulls away from Roland. Roland, what the hell? You didn't tell me the bastard was an asshole! I said, keep it down, Diego. I know how you feel, but you can't keep making trouble in a place like this. Making trouble? I was just being myself and talking to other people, like you told me! That is not the time and place, Diego. Not to mention how you carry yourself. Diego cuts him off, shaking his head before storming off back to the group of lions behind Roland. Diego! The younger lion ignores him, disappearing back to the corner of the lions we're assigned to stay in. Roland finally takes notice of me, and I immediately start sweating bullets. Forgive us for what you saw. He readjusts his glasses before walking back silently with the other lions. That was rough to watch. All of that was Vayu. All of what that Vayu was talking about, belittling and demeaning Roland and Diego. Is this how Edencore treats their allies? The White Lions are probably a distinct group, but what would they gain from all that? Shitty thing to see, all that business. Ray suddenly interjects, leaning towards me from the corner end of the bar. You see, lions, wolves, raccoons, maybe from different sides, but to these people, they're all the same trash. Doesn't matter if you're with or against them, you're gonna get the shortest end of the damn stick if they can help it, when they can't. He looks towards the White Lions. They'll make you wish you just learned your place instead, and all that because of some census data the company dredged up and formed their society around. As soon as Ray finishes, my sound panels stop functioning, the controls getting overridden by the host of the bar. Vayu quickly jogs and climbs on top of the central stage, waving and greeting the guests. Bitch! Attention, everybody! If I could have a moment of your valuable time, please. A hard light mic connected to his person broadcasts his voice from the speakers of the ball, echoing from the entrance to the end. On behalf of Her Eminence, Lady Evelyn Eden, I would like to thank you all for attending and contributing your wealth to the event and the charity. Though she herself may not be present at this time, I, the shooting star of Edencore, Vayu, have come in her place with all the love and gratitude she would have given you. The guests applaud the Fennec, with Vayu nodding to them. Now, as per the established program for the event, we shall be conducting our cultural exchange with Bayline City and Eden Island. Crowds scatter from the center of the party as a hard light projection forms on it, presenting Bayline City being approached by a floating island, Eden Island. Now, most of you are aware, but for those who brought their progeny to the ball, Her Eminence is not here, as she will arrive together with her paradise in the biannual event we call Eden's Reach. Is that clickable? It is not. However, her kindness in not only advancing our society with her technology, but in sharing her blessings in her absence or presence, she conducts cultural exchanges whenever she can, this ball being one of many. Vayu leaps high into the air, landing perfectly on the hard light construction, shattering it from view. Hi, bitch. Hiya. And, as host of this party, I have chosen as our cultural exchange from us Edenites, the Edenite Waltz. And if any fair maiden would come and share this dance with me, I would be most honored. The crowd clamors and cheers as women of all ages gather, creating a small circle around the rest. Vayu takes the hand of a random young lady as they dance to new music, also controlled by the Fennec. He's effectively rendered me useless, just like the White Lions. As I stare at the ever-changing partners dancing with Vayu, I see Diego stand firm towards a post nearby. The crowd starts to distance themselves from the lion, and Vayu takes notice. Slowly, he starts twirling and turning with his partner closer to Diego, causing the lion to slowly panic. He tries to step out of the way, but as soon as he takes a step, Vayu's leg swoops over it, causing the lion to fall ungracefully forward, twisting his leg wrong in the process. I'd expect people to have the common decency to be concerned for such a dick move. The lion unable to pick himself up, but they just laugh. Takes two of his fellow lions to help him stand again, even though there were able-bodied people that just needed to assist. Okay. As that Fennec bastard waltzes away scot-free. Alright, hang on. Let me just... They be like, Koya changed, no way, I just got worse. See the pain in my eye, you don't know what you're worth. Got the shit out of the mud, that shit came from the dirt. I feel like Mission Impossible. Ooh, yeah. Going in circles, my life like an obstacle. Ooh. Watch who you rolling with. They may not rock with you. Vinny Chanel, I love a brand, Parker Boo. Trendsetter, baby, know we unstoppable. Please watch your mouth, better know who you're talking to. That's all I'm going. Because there was a not good word there was a word that I'm not allowed to say. Takes two of his fellow lions to help him stand. Yeah, I already read that. And as that fennec bastard waltzes away scot-free. This isn't just a matter of lion's pride or whatever bullshit they're trying to spin. This isn't fair. None of it is. Made even more clear as Diego still limps a bit as he's made to sit on the booth, still writhing in pain. Fuck. I almost broke my damn leg! I can only focus on Diego as all manner of sounds erupt around me, slowly getting drowned out by a ringing in my ear. The last hints I can hear are the sound panels coming back up again. Vayu's voice followed by applause. Oh, the Tom Cruise movie. Okay, give me a minute. Bum 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 ba da da. I don't know what song that is. All I know is like the main theme, which is bum 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 ba da ba 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 da ba 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 da. All right, yeah. Hang on. Let me sing Rockstar and then I'll sing the Barbie song and then I want to finish this update. Bum 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 ba ba ba. Do 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 do. I be fucking hoes and popping pillies, man. I feel like a rock star. All my brothers got the gas and they always be smoking like a rasta. Fucking with me, call up on an Uzi and show up, man. Them the shotties. When my homies pull up on your block, they make the thing go grata-ta-ta-ta-ta, pow pow pow, aye. Alright, the Barbie song. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. It's fantastic. Alright. My gaze sours as I see Ray's dejected look, Diego's pain, and the rest of the lions in their corner, feeling helpless, and a crowd of people clamoring for more. I'm not good at singing Barbie. I'm not good at that. Yes, I regret it. Is this really the world I've been living in? As this was happening. How's the perimeter, Oz? Footsteps in the distance. Might want to try speeding things up. I can only work as fast as this damn flash drive can clear through the bank's data per soft lock. Sorry if I'm still too fucking slow, alright? Shh, someone's coming. 93, 95, 97. Got it! Let's get the hell out of here. Yeah, that's the thing. We are doing a Discord watch party after this. Yeah, please don't hurt me! Shit. He's going around the corner to the alarms. Oz! Got it. His body fucking triggered the alarms. We're gonna be in the dark soon. We can still make it out before the aux power comes online. Come on. Fuck. We'll meet again. Don't know where. Don't know when. Shit. Alright. Time for the next VN thing, except stay safe, have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow.